sounds like
Good luck.
they're off.
There they go. If my
Wow, I
timer
lost a
would
bit
start.
of time. That's fine.
Hello?
Alright, Ciplax?
There we go.
Ciplax starting the game for the first time.
All right. So like we were discussing, the board is like all kinds of goofy. The middle of the board is also really weird. Dreamnail in the exact middle of the board.
Yeah, that's gonna be a free goal basically on this one.
Yeah, but it'll be likely put into reserve by whoever finds it. Lantern also on the board, which makes bottom row a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, bottom
right
row
into
also
Dreamnail.
gets a really nice, like, they start with 15 grubs in there, or like, that's one of the base goals, right? And higher up the board from them, you have 20 grubs, so they get a nice, like, synergy if you choose to go that side.
Mm-hmm.
Which could really help with invasions.
I'm a big fan of the grub goals. I know a lot of people don't like getting grubs, but I don't know. 20 grubs.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. You get to go everywhere.
Yeah. And, you know, it kind of flexes your game knowledge a little bit, just knowing where all of them are. Maybe that's why I like it.
Yeah, we know that Mick loves flexing his game knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Especially as it relates to Hornet. It's my deepest area of expertise.
So is there any goal that is actually really good that you, or like that you would really want to go for early? I don't really see one.
Not really. I think it depends on what side you want to pick.
Yeah, interesting enough, like I said, bottom row I think looks kind of nice. I mean, it's not great, especially because 7 grubs in Crystal Peaks requires a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But bottom row also has use City Crest plus ride both elevators, which is actually a sort of fast goal. So I think it would be interesting to see if any of the runners decide to go for that one.
I think that goal is deceptively slow. Oh boy. It looks like Ciplax either didn't walk out far enough or has no hard saves turned on. So he spawned back at the drop down. He might have just not walked out far enough. We'll
Yeah,
see.
you
when he
actually need to
pauses
walk
next.
out a significant bit, actually.
Oh yeah, this is like a minute time loss.
Yeah, he's gonna need to walk all the way from the beginning start point all the way over to False Knight. If he decides to do that first, at least.
I'm trying to start a new wave of early game meta where everyone goes Darkroom first, but I don't think anyone will be following me in that.
I'm down for it. I already did that. Meanwhile, I'm trying to start the rave of going Fluke Marm. Next goal.
Yeah, you tried that way earlier in the tournament and that never caught on, so...
Yeah, I know. It's a shame because it worked out for me too.
Yeah, that was a goofy race.
Yeah. Way back in the younger days when we were still seeding this tournament. You know, back when our backs were still fine. Muri taking a bit of a time loss here to healing.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go with the standard opening for False Knight. Not unexpected.
It does provide 2 decently quick checks. I don't know. I'm not super big on it, but it's not bad.
This has been the meta for forever, is you check False Knight first.
It is one of the quickest checks in the game when you begin.
Ciplax, unfortunately, will be trailing behind by quite a bit for the foreseeable future, because of that mistake at the door of King's Pass. But, yeah. Still not a whole lot to talk about yet until we get more into the meat of the run, but...
Yeah, we've already discussed the card. There's not really much to say about it other than it's all pretty garbage.
Yeah. I do kind of like
Muri
the
taking it
bottom
very
row to
safe.
start, though, after looking at it a little bit, but we'll see if the runners agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Two randomized charm goals, city or Crystal Peak goals. Like, it's. I like the row for invasion purposes, sort of. But it's like you gotta find some random stuff, and like if luck is not with you, it's not gonna be a winning row. So it's a bit of a gamble to go for it.
We'll likely see this be a top to bottom invasion, would be my guess. I doubt we'll see a runner pick the left or right side. I mean, this board is somewhat favoring top to bottom.
Yeah.
Top side of the board isn't bad either. I mean, CG1 is a really fast goal. Spend 3,000 Geo is going to happen naturally and also very quickly. Flower to Elderbug is pretty quick once you get the required stuff for it. Map Pins is fast, Mask Maker's fast, and that goes right into Dreamnail and Lantern really well too, so. Depends on what
I
the
think
runners want.
if you want quick goals, I think top row is really good.
Glowing Womb, we have a Balder kill item. And Muri is
Oh,
leaving
that's-
the mound.
And that makes bottom row a lot more palatable immediately.
Yep. So don't need to find the random charm for that. They've already found it. They just need Grimchild, which is not randomized.
So that actually puts bottom row at 3 guaranteed goals, one of which is sort of quick, and 15 grubs being, like I said earlier, a synergistic goal with one way up the board.
The City Crest goal is... It seems really easy, but it takes a lot of time to actually complete that.
Yeah, but it also opens up a lot of things that just speed up your game in general, like opening up King Station, you know, checking Soul Sanctum in general. It's probably a place you want to check at least.
Yeah. If you don't have any plans to check Soul Sanctum, though, then it could really slow you down, but... it's definitely an easy goal to do. It doesn't have many restrictions. Except for coming from the City Crest door. That has quite a few. Unless you come from City of Tears, but then you need, you know, Dive and Claw. But I think that's why it makes it more difficult of a goal to complete. Just because the objectives are somewhat spread around. You can't just go from one to the other right away. Ciplax is not... There he goes. Forgetting what
I wonder if Ciplax is gonna go for Soul Catcher, because Muri did not. It seems like he is.
Yep.
Just have to hope that... Oh, I don't know if that... It didn't get trapped. Not all of them permanently. You can actually, if you're unlucky, get all the little womblings get stuck here underneath the floor trying to get up to the boulder. But since they never get to him, they never die.
This charm
and they
so
never
much.
respawn. Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
You need soul to be able to use it, but it kills everything.
Yeah, Muri is not using the charm for his DPS increase, I imagine, or like he doesn't want to deal with it. This is a very slow way to kill ballers, by the way. I would not recommend this.
Not the worst, but yeah, not the fastest. I liked how it used to be, where it would just instantly kill them.
It instantly killed boulders?
Yeah, one of them used to fly into a boulder and it would hit them every frame and kill them
wow.
instantly.
What? What patch was this?
Lifeblood patch, actually. Mothwing
Really?
Cloak.
Oh, and that's really gonna bite Muri for not checking that.
Yeah, in multiple ways. I mean, Muri is gonna need to do this shade skip here, which is
And
gonna
he's
lose him a
equipping
minute.
glowing
Ciplax won't have
for
to
the
do that
shade.
shade skip at all.
Yeah, Muri actually decided to go with quick focus instead. This is really gonna bite Muri. Reminds me of the race I had with him, I think.
Plus, he'll need to backtrack eventually to Soul Catcher too, which will take, you know, another minute plus to do.
Yeah, because like it's really far away from like any quick travel. Ciplax showing us the power of glowing womb in DPSing down various enemies. easily managing this shade skip. I think I might be a bit ahead of the restream, so I'll have to try and remember that. Oh, and 470 spell twister. I should probably stop spoiling everything.
No, I think you're right on with the restream. I'm seeing stuff the same you are. I think Muri has better internet now than he used to have.
Yeah, or at least he claimed that. Remains to be seen whether that's true or not. Interestingly enough, not only does Ciplax have faster movement due to the dash, he also has way faster boss killing because of the glowing wound that Muri does not use for some reason.
For some reason, Ciplax's keybinds are not holding, apparently? I don't even know.
Grunt song. Ooh.
Is that on the board?
Is this gonna be... He's thinking about it.
Decision time.
Does he mark it?
I don't know that you buy
Does
it.
not.
The right side is so awful.
Yeah, like 20 grubs up front, 7 grubs in Crystal Peak, spending 3,000 geo. I mean, yeah, that comes naturally, but it still takes a while.
I mean,
And collect an Arcane Egg. Those are all really long goals.
we'll see if Ciplax agrees with this decision to skip it, but I don't know. Looking at this again, 3k geo is really quick. Grub Song is quick, so that'll give you 2 goals to start off with, compared to the left side where there's just 1,500 geo, and that's basically it. And then the second column coming from the left, I mean, what do you do to escape that? City Crest, that's 1 goal. The rest of them are kind of garbage. I almost might take the Grub Song here and force your opponent to left side.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting consideration. Muri obviously not agreeing, but oh, and Sip actually did have no hard saves on, so I guess that disqualifies him.
It only would, you know, disqualify him later. No hard saves is actually detrimental to have at the opening part of the game.
Yeah, we really have it only for Soul Sanctum, I think.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I guess also the Dreamers.
And the Dreamers too are the big ones, but there's no Dreamers on this board? Question mark? I don't see any. So it wouldn't matter anyway, but...
But it's well known that I'm partially blind when I do these kind of things, so don't trust what I say. And Ciplax is about to see Grubsong himself. Remains to be seen whether he buys it immediately or if he too is gonna pass. Ciplax does have the cloak, so he might be more comfortable just taking a random goal in the middle of like a sort of bad row.
It's tough to just give up goals like this, especially when you see them and you can claim them right away.
Yeah.
But
I generally, when it comes to these kind of, when it comes to randomizer runs, I generally just hold the opinion that if I find a random goal, I just take it.
Yeah. Ciplax agrees.
And I deal with the bad side later. Yeah. Because generally speaking, getting on the board and being able to start invasion is so much more useful than waiting until later, even if it locks you into bad side. Like, the later in the game you go, right, the more tools you're gonna have to deal with the bad side anyway, so... Murray's struggling a bit with his dark room. If we had a dash, this would be a lot easier.
Ciplax on his heels here, it looks like. Also gonna head dark room.
Yeah, and
Ciplax has Fungal open to him right now. And Green Path, both players have Green Path open.
Yeah, Cloak gives a lot of options early on. But I think we're about to see just how much time save the Cloak actually does, because Ciplax lost like a minute to 2 minutes early, just due to the no hard saves, but he's probably about to catch up soon enough. Unless he falls down, of course.
Alright, Muri makes it through. I was watching Ciplax, but not too much difficulty with the dark room from Muri.
He was struggling a little bit, but not enough to like need to go out and bench or anything.
Yeah. Did a better job than I did, so. I'm salty. I'm a little bit salty still. I like that Ciplax is still choosing to keep Glowing Womb on during this because it's going to help out in the dark room. It might kill these crystal hunters.
That's true.
Or
and
kill them
Crystal
before they
Hunters-
get there.
Well, he'll spawn more. One advantage of Glowing Womb is that you don't have to carry and you still DPS things.
Plus dash makes this much easier.
Yeah, Dark Room with dash is sort of
far.
a joke. Ooh, never mind. And Muri is not moonwalking out of the dream. Come on, Muri.
No, 160 Geo from Dreamnail. Sprint Master.
Sprint Master. Oof.
Crystal Heart at 900.
Okay, that sucks for the 7 Grubs in Crystal Peaks goal.
Yep.
But Sprint Master 500 sucks for left row.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for... Well, what does the Crystal Heart one affect besides just that one? Is that the only one that it affects right now?
It helps to speed up some stuff, but ultimately I don't think there's anything locked behind Crystal Dash.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one I'm seeing that's blocked behind it is Crystal Peak Grubs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tool that's useful to move around quickly, but it's like Dash in that it doesn't really like lock anything by itself.
Yeah, there's not much. Early game Crystal Heart will unlock Fungal if you have a Baldur kill. But besides that, it really doesn't do a whole lot.
Muri going for the very poopy Womblings. Interesting.
He must
So
be
I
going...
imagine
Is he going Green Path now?
he might be, or he might go back to Soulcatcher. I hope he's going back to Soulcatcher to check that.
Yeah, he needs to go there.
Yeah, and the Dunglings do a lot more damage too, so it will be faster than it would have been before.
Dunglings, what a great word.
I mean, what else are we gonna call them?
He's just checking to make sure he has it on, which he does.
Ciplax not moonwalking out either. This is so disappointing to me. It seems like Muri is going to check Soulcatcher. That's great.
Yeah,
I
this is
like
real
that.
good.
Yeah, that means we're not gonna get a seed where one player has had dash for the whole game and the other player has no dash like 2 hours in. That's nice at least.
Unfortunate that Muri's gonna end up losing like 2 minutes because of this. This decision to
but
skip it earlier.
But Ciplax lost 2 minutes due to being
That's true.
not optimal with his mod.
Otherwise, Ciplax would
And,
be way ahead right now.
Yeah.
God, I hate Glowing Womb so much.
The downside to Glowing Womb is that it's kind of difficult to heal up if you're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's difficult to heal because it uses your soul. Plus, the soul that gets used kills enemies, which you need to get soul. So it just like it compounds on itself.
It is quite good damage though.
Early game, sure. Once you get later in the game, the damage becomes dwarfed by, you know, everything else. But
I mean, yeah, but killing boulders is early game.
yeah.
Both of the players are now running the Dungling combo.
This is silly.
What, you don't like exploding little poop flies?
No, I love that part of it, that it's come to this, that both players are using it, but it's still just silly.
This is how you maximize your damage output.
This is what Rando does to you. Requires you to use silly builds.
Ciplax just taking a quick dip in the spring for later, I imagine.
Is that on this board? Yes, it is. Column
Yeah,
2.
there is a 4 hot springs. This is taking a long time to kill the boulder, actually. Did it take this long for Ciplax?
I don't think it did.
I feel like this is taking way longer than it should. Do the dunglings actually deal damage to boulders?
There we go.
Okay, I guess they do. All right, I don't know why that took so long.
And Muri hates himself.
And don't worry, Muri, I feel you.
Top tier menuing just then. Looks like well, he unequipped
How is
Glowing
Muri
Womb, so
gonna get
he's...
into green path now?
What's that?
How is Muri gonna get into green path?
He's gonna go
I guess
through
he can
fungal.
go for fungal waste. If he goes up, that's gonna be interesting.
Nope.
Okay, he's going to fungal waste. That's good at least.
Ciplax, quality gameplay right now. Just standing still.
Feeling the pain of dungling boulders. This is the exciting sort of gameplay that we all come here to watch, right? Both players actually taking a quick dip in this little spa here.
Makes more sense for Muri to do this because it's on his side, but
Yeah, but these longer goals, like, it's not really that big a detour to just go and grab this if you're already in the area.
Yeah.
And, like, prepping these goals right now. I mean, if you're doing evasions, it's nice to have a little bit of prep work on them.
and that spring in particular is an awkward one to come back to because it's like it's close by, so you put it off until later, but when you try and go to it, there's not really a stag station super close by, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah, closest is like Dirtmouth, and then you have to like drop down to it.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 rooms away from there.
And that's just about like 15 seconds in loading times alone.
Yeah, exactly.
You really don't want that.
All right, what do we got here? A
Lots of
whole lot
charms.
nothing. Is Dreamwielder
None
on
of
the
these are
board?
gold. Sorry, what?
Is Dreamwielder on the board?
No, Dream Nail is, but not Dream Wielder.
So,
So a whole lot of trash.
yep.
Don't worry, Legator likes that. He's probably pretty happy with himself.
Interesting. Ciplax taking that bench, but not taking off Glowing Womb.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody take that bench.
I've seen it really makes sense to take it if you don't have dash, and so you need to do the mosquito pogo to get rid of Glowing Womb after killing the Balder, but he has dash, so it doesn't really matter, so it makes me a little bit more confused why he would take the bench now.
I mean, maybe he just wanted to heal or something.
I guess. I didn't know how much health he had.
Me neither.
Like 3, 4?
But I think de-equipping the Boomlings right now is a mistake. Because, I mean, they're still free damage, right? And if you're gonna be fighting like Hornet or this Moss Knight, you do want some extra damage.
Yeah,
Otherwise
especially
it's gonna
since
be
you don't
slow.
have any spells yet. It makes sense to leave it on.
Yeah, exactly. If you had spells, it would be an entirely different calculation. Then you, of course, use the soul for the spells, but... This is like the very early game damage build here. Plus, it just looks hilarious.
True. If you're Ciplax, do you choose to go and kill the Balders at Balder Shell right now?
I would not. We've already seen how slow ballers are with these. And those ballers are terrible.
It's like he is,
Even
though.
with just... Well, it's his time loss. I ain't judging.
I think in
totally
his
am.
scenario, I would check Hornet and Thorns first. Just get some quicker checks out of the way. See
Yeah, and
if
hope that
maybe
you
you
get, like,
find a
or
spell that
anything.
makes this faster.
Yeah, because, like, Wombling's double ballers is terribly slow and terribly awkward because there's gonna be, like, a bunch of rollers here and you're gonna get spit on by, like, both of them.
Yeah.
And it's just no fun.
This isn't really dangerous. I mean, he's not going to die from this, but it's just going to take forever. Meanwhile, Muri makes
Yeah.
progress heading all the way down into Fungal. We'll be seeing
Yeah.
the Dashmaster check here soon.
Yeah, Murray's gonna get a lot of checks in this area.
If he doesn't find verticality, though, he will be soft locked at Claw. Nailmaster Glory, finding
Oh,
the
he
charm
found
he had
it.
when he started.
That's the true goal of this run, really. And I mean, look at how much time Ciplax is wasting trying to kill these boulders with glowing womb. If this is gonna be some trash item, like it's just terrible.
Yeah, we say wasting now, but watch it be claw.
Yeah, if this is claw, then this is a brilliant modlog play. But if it's not claw, then this is garbage.
This kill looks faster without the Defender's Crest on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm wondering. Like, is the Dunglings actually dealing less damage to boulders?
Oh,
that was what I was wondering when
He's
I
killing
saw
the
this
other
in
one.
the map.
Ciplax, don't kill the other one.
He wants the 50 geo.
This is so slow. And there's dive.
Oh! Muri finding dive is gonna be really helpful. That unlocks resting grunts checks for him. It unlocks... I mean, I guess... Well, no, he doesn't have airstall, so it unlocks City of Tears. Unlocks a lot of things. Not to mention, it's way faster boulder kill.
Oh, yeah. If he goes and gets Boulder Shell, it's going to save him a minute, easily. What?
I guess he's prepping for becoming a spell-focused build later on.
Odd. Really odd to buy that there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd buy it this early either, but, I mean, I can understand... Oh, and it is claw.
What?
Well...
What? What the hell?
So Mick, have you just been sitting here watching the modlog the whole game ever since your match?
No, modlogs are boring. He's going up into Howling Cliffs.
I mean, they're quick checks right now, and he's right there. It's not a bad choice. So with Claw and Dash, Ciplax just basically unlocked everything in the seed. There's still like a few items that he's gonna need, but he can get basically everywhere. I guess he actually just wanted the King's Idol.
Yeah. Going into Howling Cliffs is really awkward coming from this direction, especially when you don't have Lantern and Dive. Because Joni's Dark Room, you can't really escape if you don't have Dive or Lantern. So
that's true.
You'd have to go to Cyclone, then come back for Joni's, and it's just weird. So
I would have at least checked Cyclone while I was up there. Unless, maybe he wasn't actually benched in Green Path. If he's not benched in Green Path, I can understand it better.
yeah, he hasn't. He went straight to Baldur Shell and stood there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, it makes more sense then, to just grab the idol and get out, to get the money. Because it's still relatively early, so both runners are pretty poor. You only really get rich once you have like 3 or 4 relics and get access to Lem.
There's no Zote-related goals on this board, right?
No. I don't think so, at least. I had a quick look as Ciplax was passing by bench laking, but I didn't see any. I'm actually gonna look up the damage on those Dunglings.
It might have some weird side effect though with Baldur's where normal glowing womb enemies or whatever. What do you even call those? Womblings?
Yeah, I call them Womblings and Dunglings.
Where normal Womblings will maybe hit twice or something, and Dunglings will only hit once. I don't know, maybe it's some weird effect like that. I mean, we know for sure that the Womblings used to just instant kill, so maybe there's still some remnant of that hanging around.
Yeah, according to Wiki, Dungling contact damage is actually lower by 5, so it goes from 9 to 4. But they get the a dung cloud that will do a bit of damage when they explode. I guess maybe the Baldur's is just immune to the dung cloud or something.
Most likely. I mean, it seems like the Baldur's gain like iframes as soon as they take their initial damage, so then you're really reducing your damage by over half.
Yeah, because it seemed like it took just about like twice as many flies for the Baldur's to die.
Yeah.
So it's probably that the dung cloud just doesn't do anything. Interesting bit of trivia. Something to remember. Meanwhile, Muri
Muri
just
wasting
casually
time.
passing by. Realizing he needs wings for this. Or claw. So we're gonna see Muri go up into green path now probably, and I imagine he's gonna go check Boulder Shell himself at the end of that. In all likelihood, I'd put Muri's routing as, you know, going to green path chest, checking thorns, then going up to Hornet,
Yeah, most
and
likely.
then finally Boulder Shell. It seems like the standard play to make here.
Okay, Muri buffered a little bit for me, but we're back.
Ooh, and Ciplax doing a very nice little thing to get over to that Hellenist seal. Yeah, you like my silly
I like
commentary,
that
don't
sentence, yeah.
you? a nice little thing.
Ciplax
English
doing
is
a nice
hard,
little
man.
thing.
I mean, languages are hard. Sometimes you just don't find the words, but you still gotta talk, right? I think it's sort of a default word of mine.
Wow, vanilla thorns.
Ooh, and Muri not getting the dive kill there.
Makes
No,
up for it though right away. Probably still would have been faster just to stand there and spam nail, but whatever.
Probably. Dive is pretty slow. If you get the actual dive of the dive, it might have been faster, but I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Killed him, we're past it. And now we get to...
Ciplax save quitting back to his optimal bench.
Oh god. Yeah,
Maybe he did that so he could grab the grubs on the way down or something?
maybe. It looks like he's going that way.
Yeah, that would that's like some galaxy brain level planning, honestly.
Muri finds Joni's blessing at the green path chest, so that's half of that goal in column 4.
Did Muri actually sit on the bench outside here?
Nope,
I guess he did, since he's save quitting.
he did not. So I don't know where he's saving back to, but it's not to that bench.
Well, it's back to Queen Station. I just kind of assumed he did since he was starting to save quit, and that I just missed it. Yeah, Ciplax just going for those grubs. So I called that bench really weird earlier, but I really like it now.
It's still
was,
really
that
weird.
was-
I don't like it that much.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
It's a cool use of the
Really
bench, but
interesting.
it's probably suboptimal. I don't know. It's hard to say without
mean-
timing it, and I'm not gonna time that crap, so...
Come on, Mick. You haven't timed out every single possible interaction between all items and charms in the whole game for every single goal on the board.
I don't like
And
this game that
combinations of
much,
goals?
no.
Yeah, me neither. I like this game. I don't like it that much. Muri cannot check Soul Eater because he does not have verticality yet. He's just walking out.
Eventually he'll be led to Boulder Shell. There's not many options left.
Yeah, Muri also going for this seal here. Last game, Hamathi said something about not really liking this play.
He didn't, yeah, Homothity said he didn't like it because I didn't have dash when I went here, but, you know,
Oh, right, yeah.
Muri has dash, so it's less of an issue.
Yeah, dash is fast.
Homothity also just doesn't like when other people do things, so...
Like benching.
It's fine.
The best thing about commentary is that you get to sass people and they can't sass back.
Exactly. Plus, I'm
Very
like
just-
admin for this channel, so if you sass me back, I'll just ban you. It's fine.
Oh, I think I see what Ciplax is doing, actually, or what Muri is doing, or might be doing. He's gonna go sell relics, then probably go back to Queen Station and get the bank goal.
That wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah.
A little
I mean,
bit
he doesn't know where
curious
claw
because he
is,
can't
right?
do anything from there, but
Well, if he has his open, he can start working towards the Seed of Crest goal. He's already got it halfway.
yeah, but he needs something else to be able to get to the door. So
Yeah, he'd need claw. I
Exactly.
think in Murray's position, getting the Geo in the bank, then finishing off green path, and then once he finds claw, just going through the city crest. Maybe buy Lumafly Lantern. I don't know. He's gonna have options once he finds the claw. But it hinges very much on him actually going through green path. Murray not seeming to know that this sign actually has a hitbox if you don't have claw.
yep, this
that guy
enemy
doesn't
does
go-
not go over as far as it used to.
Yeah, that's why we made the sign have a hitbox, but he doesn't know.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But, on the other hand, maybe this will encourage him to go back to green path.
Yeah, maybe a blessing in disguise here.
After all, finding claw will just speed him up so much in general, because he no longer has to like do pogos or worry about anything really.
Looks like he's heading into green path through this the normal entrance.
Ciplax finding out that this seal requires wings.
Whoa!
Oh!
Menderbug!
Murray is blessed now. Surely he
gonna
will
win.
win this.
Spoilers. You can't
think
not
Murray's,
see Menderbug and lose a race, so...
Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be some like rule against that, right?
Yeah. If Muri doesn't win now, we ban him from the server.
That seems a tad overly harsh. I'm down. Yeah, Murray just going back into green path, so he's gonna find claw eventually if he just continues going in here because Hornet was not checked, right?
Hornet was checked. Hornet was just Geo. Hornet was the Watcher Knight's
okay.
Geo.
Oh, okay. Right, so that might work out well for Muri as well, because him getting lots of money will help him get the 1,500 Geo in the bank goal. Muri has a lot of interesting, like, routing options right now, honestly.
Yeah, they both kind of do, because, like, Ciplax doesn't have a clear way out of column 5 unless he went Mask Maker right now, which he's obviously not doing because he's going to Crystal Peak. But besides that, I mean, Muri still needs to find progression. Ciplax kind of just needs to find progression as well, or just random items or something, besides just Mask Maker. So they're both kind of still in search mode and just mostly playing randomizer at this point rather than, you know, bingo.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you know.
It's kind of the natural progression of randomizer bingo.
Yeah.
As you find more items, you go more into getting goals. But early in the game, you're mostly just trying to actually unlock the seed and like figuring out how things fit together in general. And like how to do it fast and effectively.
And Ciplax obviously not feeling threatened by any goals right now, because he's the only one on the board, so...
Yeah, and he's just casually losing all his woundlings to these crystal laser guys. Forgot what they're called.
Oh, it doesn't go for the God Pixel.
That's some, it's a pretty low tier, to be honest. Not going for that.
Beta play right there.
Oh, right, and Muri does not have claw. I was thinking, like, why is he trying to go for the Husky Pogo when he can just wall jump up? But,
Excuse you, man Pogo.
excuse you? Did you just assume his, everything?
No, that's the name of that trick. Man Pogo.
Okay. I've always heard it as Husky Pogo, but shows what I know.
It's because you're not
Just,
an OG.
Yeah, I'm just a casual 112 runner. I don't know these tricks. I don't know what Mick is talking about. I just kill bosses. It's pretty
That
mindless,
trick
to be
was
honest.
named like by me and Risky back when patch 1006 was still used for NLDG, which was like years ago.
Damn.
Long time.
Way back when I was still in school.
Way back. I'm old, man.
Yeah. Older than the mountains outside.
Okay, not quite that old.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure.
This is very very slow Crystal Guardian kill. I put that goal in reserve too for maybe I should actually
It
do
does.
this.
You shouldn't even have the board revealed. Hey, Muri finds Claw.
I was looking at the board via the stream actually.
Ah, makes sense.
But I'm just marking that that's in reserve now, so that I can keep track of it too. So now that Muri has Claw, he has an interesting option. If he goes and sells his relics, that's not a terribly high amount of money, but it's something. But he could do some interesting, like Geo in the bank into City Crest into like Lumafly Lantern,
Yeah, he could.
and get some like crazy levels of invasion going.
Because we know he's going to get 655. Oh, Shade Soul in the shop.
Interesting.
Finally, we have our first spell.
Yeah. Ciplax unfortunately
second
not
spell,
having
I
enough
guess,
money
'cause
to
they have
lock in. Ciplax not having enough money to lock in the 3000 Geo goal just yet.
That's fine. That's not one that he's really worried about right now, I don't think. So,
Yeah, I find it difficult that Muri would be able to get an invasion going on that right now, with how close Ciplax is to it, especially since Ciplax has not actually sold relics to Lem yet. But
that's
If
one
I
of those
was
goals.
Muri-
That's one of those goals too that doesn't hurt to keep from completing if you know you're gonna get it. Like Ciplax is not going to lose that goal. So for him, if he delays marking that or getting that goal complete for as long as he can, it's very likely that that affects Muri, so that Muri can't buy a lot of stuff without putting that in reserve for himself and restricting what he can accomplish. So it's kind of like second level mind games to not complete that on purpose if that's your goal.
yeah, but at the same time, like if Muri had a row 1 goal, you'd have to actually start being worried about it being sniped. Because Muri could do some like, in that case, Muri could like have 2 goals in reserve, and then grab a cheeky little attempt to get the Wonders Journal there from Muri. Anyways, Muri could have like 2 goals in reserve, quickly grab a goal in his row, and suddenly like that 3000 Geo is at risk of being sniped. And Ciplax would have to basically respond to that or risk actually giving it up.
Yeah, he'd be able to see that
So-
coming though. So it's at this point I wouldn't even be worried about it if you're Ciplax, and obviously he's not because it looks like he's maybe going to Deep Nest.
Just casually doing his own checks. I mean, yeah, like it's not really a thing you have to be worried about right this instant, but it's definitely something I at least would keep in mind. Like this is an easy goal that if they get a goal, I'm gonna have to start being like actually paying attention to what's going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, losing that goal on your own home row with how easy it is would be embarrassing almost. Like if the opponent got all the way over to that side, you know, to your side of the
Sorry, that's
board without you responding, like that's pretty bad.
Very interesting enough skipping Gorgeous Husk. I guess he just doesn't feel like he can kill it fast.
Or is not worth the time, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I would consider killing it because let's see here. He has 4 seals and 2 journals. That's like 2,200 Geo. Combine that with Gorgeous Husk, that's like 2,600-ish. Combine that with the money he has right now, he'd definitely be able to actually consider sniping the 3,000 Geo if he got Gorgeous Husk.
I mean, he's got 2,000 Geo in relics right now, so Geo's
Yeah,
not really a concern when you're going to stop at Lem anyway.
Yeah, but like, since he needs to bank 1,500 Geo too, like, I would go for Gorgeous Husk just for the flexibility of potentially being able to get the snipe on the 3,000 Geo. I mean, Geo in general is so useful anyway.
Yeah.
And Gorgeous Husk is generally pretty quick to kill. I guess he might just grab this seal up here though, in the rafters, and accomplish basically the same thing. So never mind, I'm just bad at the game.
It comes down to a little bit of preference, I suppose. A lot of people like doing Gorgeous Husk. I prefer to avoid her if I can, because it's 30 seconds of time that it takes to kill her. So...
Yeah, I just really like money. I like having lots of it.
I like this play from Ciplax. He's gonna go check Glowing Womb.
Yeah, he's gonna check Dash Slash right here.
Dash Slash? Oh, from the last run?
Yeah.
That joke was too meta.
Mick not following along my thought patterns here.
No, I get it.
I'm like 5th level playing right now.
It's too meta for new viewers who weren't here last race.
Ciplax not clearing this super fast. It's not really that easy a room if you don't have Shade Soul, because the everything blocks your Vengeful Spirits. But Shade Soul doesn't actually get blocked by that. Oh.
Whoa, there's Dreamnail. That's actually really unfortunate for Ciplax right now.
That's 2 goals in reserve for him.
Exactly.
He's got to go get another goal. At this point, I would go for Mask Maker probably. To try and free up a few goals for me.
He could go do Glowing Womb for free now, though, or the Glowing Womb Grimchild. That's
oh yeah, that's true. You could. That's actually interesting, because that means if Ciplax get another goal in his home row, which 3,000 Geo, he can have 6 quick goals basically. With Glowing Womb, Grimchild, Mask Maker, Crystal Guardian, and Dreamnail.
I mean, Mask Maker right now is not easy to get to. Simply because, I mean, you don't have Crystal Heart right now, so you can't QGA, you can't get through the Shade Wall. So you'd have to come up through Deep Nest, which is not the easiest thing to do without wings to get up that last bit into Queen's Garden. It's definitely possible, but...
Yeah, it requires some funky pogoing.
I guess not even Queen's Garden, because that's not where Mask Maker is, but... yeah, it's just Mask Maker without being able to go through Queen's Garden is so far away. So I think this is the right call from Ciplax to go right for Grimchild, which is static right now, and then mark one of his 2 goals.
I think it would have been... I guess he can check Cyclone Slash on the way, but that's risky.
I wouldn't even check it.
Yeah, I think it would have been faster to go from Green Path, but I don't know if he unlocked that Stag. I think he did. Generally speaking, you unlock it so that you have access to Shape of Un later.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he did either. I would guess that he did, but I'm not 100% sure.
He is gonna check Cyclone Slash, or maybe he's just benching.
This is a risk to take, because if this is a random goal that you find here, you lose that goal if you're Ciplax.
But it's just money.
It's just money, so it doesn't matter. But
paid off.
That's the risk that you take there by checking that.
Yeah, generally speaking, if you have 2 goals in reserve, doing extra checks is very sketchy. You gotta be real confident in yourself to do that. Doing Gorb too.
You could lose Great Slash if you found that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this Gorb play. Why though? I mean, I guess he just wants Essence for the Sprint Master and... What's the Sprint Master? What's the Dash Master? I don't remember.
Sprint Master.
X Master and Crystal Heart, but like...
Oh, you're right. He could mark Great Slash. You're right. So yeah, then he wouldn't lose any goals by... He couldn't find anything that he could lose in this scenario.
Oh yeah, then it's fine to do checks. And besides, if he found Great Slash, then... Ooh, nice parry from Muri. saving himself 2 HP with that. That's the kind of style I like to see.
What's Muri going for right now?
I think
City
he's
Crest
going.
goal?
I would think so, yeah. Like opening Soul Sanctum.
Oh,
Yeah,
and he has
like
Lantern,
that's-
so that's in reserve for him. Oops. So as
Oh,
soon as he
yeah.
marks the City Crest goal, he will get 2 goals from this.
Yeah, and he's almost at 3,000 geo spent, so. And with Lantern, he would be a lot better off going to Mask Maker.
Yeah, true. And then he could... Wow, if he snipes that 3,000 geo goal,
That'd be embarrassing.
he could do it. I mean, Ciplax is only at 700 geo right now and 1,800 spent, so he still needs to get more geo or visit Lem or something before he can even complete that goal.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Once Muri marked that 1 goal, Ciplax had to actually really start considering, can I put off the 3,000 geo goal?
And if you're in Ciplax's shoes right now, I think you still think you can. I wouldn't even be worried about it yet, but
I would,
that...
but I'm pretty paranoid.
I mean, sure. But Muri is all the way on the opposite side of the board right now, but once you see him start to creep along to the other side, Muriel might die here. He's okay.
Muri just taking a casual 3 damage from this guy.
He's prepping a lot of the 5 grubs in City of Tears, which is a smart play that seems to be his connecting goal to the 3,000 geo.
Yeah, I really like that from... I like prepping the goal at least from, what's his face, Muri. I don't like the HP though.
This is sketchy. Alright, Muri's fine.
Very worried. Alright. He can take the Homosity bench here and be fine.
He probably should take it.
I think I should. I think I would go grab the Homosity bench, go use the elevator, then go use the City Crest, and then I would save quit back and finish Soul Sanctum.
I'd use City Crest first. Really
But he's not
interesting
gonna do it.
that Ciplax chooses to mark Dreamnail.
Yeah, instead of Crystal Guardian 1.
I would definitely mark CG1 first.
Yeah, I guess he just doesn't want to reveal that he's done that. I don't know, like... Dreamnail is a randomized goal, right? I feel like it's a lot better to mark Crystal Guardian because that's a static goal. That way you, like... If Muri suddenly got the City Crest goal, he can now just go kill Crystal Guardian, right? And Ciplax doesn't really have any counterplay to it.
Yeah. We know he
Because-
won't do that. He'll mark the Lantern goal because that's the other super easy goal in column 3 you want to mark, but yeah, really
Oh, yeah.
curious that you reveal you've found Dreamnail, I think.
But there's a good point being made that
True.
marking Grimchild means that he's already showing I have Dreamnail. So at that point, might as well just mark Dreamnail.
It's a less overt declaration that you've found Dreamnail, I guess, than Dreamnail itself. But
Which
you're
is
right.
just a way of saying the commentators don't know what they're talking about, so they're trying to save face.
No, you're absolutely right though. Grimchild already reveals Dreamnail, so
So the commentators don't know what they're talking about.
it's fine. I've had a couple drinks.
Ciplax deciding that this back wall is very good for Mantis Clawing.
Hey now, we never claimed to be professional commentary, whatever.
I haven't been drinking for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, you also didn't get your ass handed to you today, so.
Are you sure though?
I mean, I guess I can't speak to your personal decisions.
Ciplax is grabbing some interesting benching.
He's doing the shade skip now?
Oh, he's... okay.
Why?
Oh, he doesn't have Dive.
Oh, he doesn't. Where was Dive again?
I don't even remember.
That was in Fungal, I believe, wasn't it?
It was a Claw. It was a Mantis Claw. But right, so that's why. He needs to shade skip into City of Tears so he can get the 3000 Geo goal.
Yeah, that must be on his radar right now. Oh
Yeah.
no, he dashed the wrong way. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. This means that if Muri has some interesting tricks up his sleeve, he could potentially snipe the 3000 geo goal.
There's that double mark. Up to
Yeah.
Ludafly.
Now he only needs to find like Lifeblood Heart.
And he spent
we
3k geo, so if he goes and saves the rest of the grubs in City of Tears, he gets this goal. Where are you going?
Yeah, speaking of which, have we seen Lifeblood Heart yet?
I think it was in one of the shops, actually.
Yeah, I seem to recall that it might have been behind Shopkeeper's Key.
I don't even know that it was behind Shopkeeper's Key. I think it was at... Was it at Leg Eater? No. Maybe that was last race. I'm probably confusing the races now, but I think we've seen it at one of the shops. I don't know which one.
Legator has garbage. I remember specifically when Legator showed up. We looked through it and we saw that there was no goals there. We looked through all the charm goals. Unless we're both dumb, I suppose.
We
Which,
might
I mean,
have just
I
not
suppose
have
it's
seen
possible.
the goal then. I remember seeing it. Maybe it was Fragile Heart that I remember, the blue from that, but...
Yeah, I remember a blue charm too that was HP related, which is why I'm worried about if we had seen Lifeblood Heart already.
I could have swore he had, or we've seen Lifeblood Heart, but maybe I'm misremembering, so... I guess we'll see. I don't have mod
This is
log
why-
up, so I can't check.
Yeah, this is totally why we should have these people who... I forgot their name already.
The trackers?
The people who verify this. But we don't have that.
Yeah. We don't have enough volunteers for that kind of stuff yet.
Interesting question, actually. Did Muri spend the Geo while he had 2 goals in reserve already?
No, because Muri only had 1 goal in reserve. Ciplax is the
Right,
one with
yeah.
CG1 in reserve.
Right, you're right.
So
Clearly,
Muri
I
had
just
2
misremembered
goals in
everything.
reserve and now is down to 1 again.
And if you're Ciplax right now, you're definitely aware that 3000 Geo is possibly stolen.
And
I'm
Muri
really
could
hoping-
just take this if he finds Great Slash or something somewhere.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
got a
really
lot of
hoping he'll
outs for
just
this right
randomly
now.
find it at Spell Twister.
Yeah.
Just because that's so humiliating and hilarious at the same time. But he's gotta be quick because Ciplax is about to sell relics. Also, these spell twisters being absolutely wonderful.
Also, thanks Team Cherry for naming a charm and the enemies basically the exact same thing.
Yeah, Soul Twister and Spell Twister, great. Dream Shield has been found. Where's Axe when you need him? Oh, Axe is streaming. Axe is streaming. God damn it, Axe is streaming Dark Souls. I wanted to see that. Whatever.
Yeah, we've had dedicated player trackers for a couple races, but we don't for this one or the
Yeah,
one
we had
before
like
today.
a 3-week break, and I guess everybody just stopped caring.
Everyone
It
had
happens.
life stuff happening, so we couldn't really do it.
Yeah, this whole life thing. Why don't we all play Hollow Knight all day long instead?
I know, right?
Speaking of life, I should eat something.
Speaking of life, everyone should follow the Hollow Knight Speedruns Twitter account. Because I actually made one.
Hey. What are you gonna use it for now that this tournament is soon over?
I'm going to throw up a poll pretty soon for the next tournament. Or tournaments. I've got like 5 ideas for the next one. So, need
Yo,
to vote on
I'd be
them.
down for a team tournament. That'd be pretty dank, I think. Anyways, Muri just casually dealing with Soul Master here. It's not really a difficult fight when you have this loadout.
What weekly races? There are no weekly races.
Yeah, it's not like there's some dude trying to get a weekly race going or something, but people don't sign up to it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So, because there's not a whole lot happening right now, we're going to talk about some of the future tournament ideas. So one idea was a randomizer blackout bingo with a spoiler log. So both players would bring up the mod log and be able to use that during the run. We would just do an invasion season 2, so this, but season 2. Get more people involved. Lockout bingo, but vanilla. Some kind of... What was that, Soulmaster? I missed it.
Lots of money.
Okay.
Ciplax, meanwhile, marking his 3000 geo, so that's no longer in risk of being sniped.
That's good for him to finally pick that up.
Yeah, that was way too risky, way too long in my opinion. Muri finding the glorious gathering swarm.
Useful charm. Maybe not this late, but...
Yeah. Also knows everything about that saving time, don't worry.
Team bingos are a little bit... Like, team-based things in general are really difficult for us to pull off because we don't have that many people. So it would severely limit your field. It'd make your bracket like 8 teams max. Which is less interesting than, 16 players. It makes your bracket larger if you have more people, You have more matches happening. Plus, team races are way more difficult to schedule. So...
I don't know, I could see, like, a lower number of matches be interesting too, right? Because then you could always throw another, like, tournament or another tournament idea quickly afterwards, One of the problems I had with this tournament was that it kept going for so long, right?
Yeah, well, part of that too is we had the group stage, which didn't eliminate anybody, which is also a problem. But this was also kind of just, it's been an introductory tournament, or like a interest building tournament was kind of the goal of it.
It's been a learning experience.
Yeah, that too. Just kind of a learning experience, interest building, and everything combined. So yeah, there's also an idea that's been thrown around for some kind of betting bingo where you would, before it starts, you would, like say, I'm going to get this goal. And if you get that goal, then you get like 3 points. But if your opponent takes it, they get a point instead. So something along those lines. I don't exactly have a rule set for that, ironed out yet. But some kind of pre-gameplay betting round that would happen. I don't know what that would look like though. But
Ciplax running around in circles, I guess trying to find this grub or something. I don't know if Ciplax runs 1xx categories. Maybe he doesn't.
Not.
So
no, but he's played enough bingo. He should know where these are.
I mean, to be fair, it's been like 3 weeks since last bingo race. Maybe he's just forgotten.
It has, and Ciplax has been busy with other stuff too. So
Muri going to Watcher Night.
This is an interesting check to make.
I
Muri's
think
already
this is
done
a
a
bad
lot
decision.
of the... What's that?
I think this is a bad decision.
I agree. He's done a lot of the City of Tears grubs already, and he can't think that the last one is behind these guys, because they're not. I mean, the grub that's here is down and to the right of these guys.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
He's showing us some nice 80% moves, though. Sort of. I mean, adapted, of course, since he's using Dive instead of Vengeful Spirit, but he's clearly had some experience killing these in 90%. So that's nice. I actually really enjoy Watcher Knights. It's probably one of my favorite boss fights in the game. From like a design perspective, sort of. They're not like terribly complicated, each one unto itself, but throwing like several of them into the mix and like with you being able to show up either super early to have them be really hard or like after you have everything in the game and they just are trivial. I don't know. I think it's an interesting design.
A lot of people really dislike them because having to focus on 2 separate bosses can be very confusing, but, you know, a lot of the speedrunners have seen hours and hours and hours of this boss, especially people who have run NMG, where this boss is, you know, you fight them with basically nothing. It makes the fight a lot more fun when you can come back and basically destroy them. What is casually considered probably the most difficult fight is, for speedrunners, a lot of fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I just really like the like variance in it, like how difficult or how different it can be depending on your playthrough.
Oh, for sure.
It's not like False Knight is going to be almost the same every time, right? It's always going to be pretty simple because he's so early on and you basically need to do him. Same thing with Hornet 1 because she guards dash, right? But like these guys, yeah, they can be very interesting.
Especially in a randomizer where your loadout is different every time you show up to them. So, depending on what you have, the fight is different every time.
Yeah, but the thing in this match in particular is that there's nothing behind them that is required. They're not a goal. It's unlikely that there will be something behind them since it's only 1 check. And with a weak loadout like this, I mean, they're fun to fight, but they're also slow to fight.
Yeah, it's slow,
and
but
invasion
you know,
bingo.
It's that trade-off of, do you fight them now or later? You know, do you want to backtrack for them once you're trying to actually find stuff? And that's kind of the game that you play with this. Is you're in the area. Do you want to do it now when you're maybe underpowered and it would take longer, or do you want to come back later when you're stronger, but you have to backtrack for it? So.
Yeah, and I think with like the likelihood of an item behind them and the level of strength that Muri currently possesses, I definitely would have made a call to put them off for now.
Dreamnail was in the shops, Sly's shop at the start of the... Or no, that was my match.
No, that was last game. Dreamnail in this game was by Glowing Womb.
Yeah, Glowing Womb, this one. Goodness.
And see, this is why Mick has me here, so that I can correct him on everything. Muri, giving us a bit of excitement in our lives. Oh, and it seems Ciplax is going for Mask Maker now. That's nice. That means he can get rid of his Crystal Guardian goal as well. I like this play.
Yeah, this is what Ciplax should be doing right now.
I don't like the play of jumping into spikes. Alright, Ciplax is basically home free for this. He should have no problem getting over to Mask Maker now.
It's an interesting proposition for that kind of race, but I honestly don't have the mental capacity to think about it right now. So follow the Hollow Knight Speedruns Twitter and we can talk about it.
Or the
Shameless
Discord.
plug.
We also do a lot of discussion in the Discord for these kind of things.
Discord is a good place too.
And when I say discussion, I really mean mostly shitposting. I wonder if Muri is aware that he can just grab the grub.
Probably not.
This is one of those grubs that I love because whenever you go there, it's like, oh, this guy is guarding the grub, but not really. He's just guarding the door out again. But you can just save quit.
Yeah, it really
so you
depends.
can just like...
Complex is fine if it's interesting. Complex for complexity's sake is something else, but I think I'm going to stop talking about future tournaments now and actually focus on this race.
Yeah. We knew that would be a good idea. And with that, Muri should have the 5 grubs in City of Tears goals.
And he's got it. Marks it.
And he's also got 9 grubs, so another 6 and he has the 15 grubs. Which will put him even closer to getting 20 grubs too. Muri might just go for a grub-heavy finisher.
Oh, was that wings that was just found by Ciplax?
Oh yeah, that is delicious. It's not as useful this seed since they have claw, but I mean that's still a pretty... Oh my god.
Wow.
Never mind. The
Weaver's
real
den,
big thing,
full of everything.
the real big thing here was not Monarch Wings, because Monarch Wings is kind of whatever. The big thing is that it allowed him to find Shade Soul.
Is it really
Having
going to
that
help him that
damage
much,
output
though?
right now?
Like, what bosses
I
is
mean-
he going to fight?
I mean, having a Void Spell in general just speeds everything up so much. If you need to fight at all.
It does if you need to do, especially boss fights, but, I mean, what is he going to use it for right now?
I mean, Failed Champion is on the card, right?
True. That'd probably be the biggest one. Hive Knight
really
too,
don't
but
recommend that.
he's not going to get Hive Knight. That's Muri's goal to have.
Dude, I really hope we get Hive Knight because that theme is so badass. I know, like, every time we get any Hive stuff going on, I always say the Hive Knight's theme is great, but it's great. No shame.
Oh yeah, Galeon and Ciplax is heading right there.
Yeah, and like, Failed Champion gets sort of trivialized with Shade Soul. Like not really, because you actually have to still play it well, but like, he gets
Dark.
fast. Oh, so both players now have a Void Spell. Interesting.
Also really interesting that Muri has found both copies of Dive and nothing of VS, and Ciplax has found both VSs and no dives.
Yeah, it's an interesting little reversal. What is Muri doing? Maybe he's just thinking about something?
Maybe?
Let me know.
BRB toilet.
When nature calls, you answer.
Amazing.
I don't get it. We're not a grubfather.
And Ciplax is actually stopping for him.
Yeah, Ciplax is a nice guy. Baba is toilet. Toilet is you?
Sometimes in the middle of a invasion race, you just shit your pants, and you need to take care of it.
I mean, they started with dunglings, so...
Oh, man.
This is why I always go to the toilet before these things, so that I don't have to do it during them.
This is why I just never pee, ever, so I build the strength of my bladder.
Yeah, Mick actually just has a stack of bottles beside him. Don't tell anyone. Ciplax busting out the dance moves. I like it, to be honest. And they're off again. Oh, and Murray's going for Elderbug.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would do if you're Muri right now.
Yeah, there's not really many. I mean, he's gotta do checks at this point, basically. He needs to find Dreamnail. Or get, like... I mean, he needs to start building a new row. So, yeah, Flower to Elderbug or doing checks. I guess Hive Knight is an option, but that's, like, kind of a crappy option.
Really,
It's like a...
Muri should be going to Deep Nest soon.
Yeah, after Flower, definitely.
Because he needs to do Hive Knight is Deep Nest locked, and buy 8 map pins from Iselda is Deep Nest locked right now. Both locked by Trampass. So he needs to rush Trampass and then complete those 2 goals to continue into column 3.
Yeah, but he also needs to find the Dreamnail for the map pins.
Oh, he doesn't have
She doesn't
Dreamnail. You're right. Ciplax has it.
And Murray does not have any airstall either, so he can't actually go to Glowing Room. Unless he finds Dashmaster, I suppose, but that's a really finicky skip that I don't really think
No,
anybody
it's an amazing
goes for.
skip. You're wrong.
I mean, I like it, but it's pretty hard to execute.
Spike tunnel skips with Dashmaster are the best.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I run Dashmaster 112 nowadays. I know all about Spike Tunnel Dashmaster skips. They are great. You know what's greater? All these, like, giant spiked floors, like in Kingdom's Edge when you have the giant hopper. Doing those with Dash Master?
Where's VS? I don't remember.
One of the copies is in what's its face?
Oh yeah,
It's in the
what's
store.
its face?
Yeah, see, this is why I should do more commentary, to be honest. Like, it's so easy to understand what I'm talking about. I don't understand why other people have difficulty with it. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the copies is in Slice's store behind the shopkeeper's key. The other one is in Weaver's Den, in the chest there. Muri playing it real safe with that bench fly.
Ciplax is heading to this King's Idol.
Not a bad choice. I think he's collected one thus far. Oh?
Apparently he says he's collected 3 now. Oh no, he got the one in Crystal Peak when he went to get the key. So he's got 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then he's got 3. Never mind then. I'm just bad. This is why I'm a commentator, not a tracker. I like shit posting, but I don't like keeping track of shit. Ciplax has a rather sizable advantage at the moment.
And is just sitting on the bench. Doesn't know what to do now.
To be fair, taking a quick rest is it's important, you know. Gotta stay rested.
I mean, if you're in his position, what do you go for now? Just checks again, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, he needs to find... He needs to either find something that... I guess he could go Hive Knight.
You could go Hive Knight, I think, would be the play. Otherwise, besides that, it's random goals, unless he wants to go and do 20 grubs right now.
Yeah, like, either he gets 20 grubs, or he needs to find stuff for Sprint Master, Dash Master, Long Nail, Mark of Pride, or something that would allow him to get the grubs in Crystal Peak, or Shade Cloak to collect the Arcane Egg. I suppose he could also do the real strat of getting like 1,200 essence for the Arcane Egg. I forgot who did it, but one of the runners actually did that in a race relatively recently, and that was pretty cool. But I forgot who did it. Do you remember?
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, don't worry. Not many people seem to listen to me. Don't worry, I'm used to people not listening.
At least I'm honest about it. I'm not gonna try and BS you. Just gonna straight out tell you I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes you gotta focus on other stuff, right? It happens. In any case, what I was saying was, there was a race, like, recently-ish, obviously, because there's been, like, 3 weeks since last race, where somebody went for, like, the Arcane Egg from Seer instead of the Shade Cloak one.
Oh, yeah, it was Trinomi who did that.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, anyways, I remember that play. That was, like, really cool, and I liked it. And I was just saying that, like, that if Ciplax is really baller, he could go for that, too. Or like if he's even cooler, he could like use Joni's Blessing, get all of the lifeblood, and then just go for the lifeblood war. Ah, but he can't because he requires Crystal Dash for that. Never mind. Not a baller.
Looks like Ciplax is collecting grubs right now.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I mean, 20 grubs, it's gonna put 15 grubs into reserve for him, but if he can get the 20 grubs and then get any one goal in the like second row for him, he can just immediately mark 15 grubs, right?
Yeah, but that second row is going to be tough to get through because he either needs to find Great Slash or Lifeblood Heart to complete that.
Yeah, he needs to find something now. To be honest, I think in Ciplax's position, you should just do like random checks.
I would do Hive Knight if I were in his position right now, because everything else is like random. He can't mark anything besides something in column 5 or column 1 right now because he's got 2 goals all the way across. So
yeah, and
Hive Knight is the only one available on the left side. And then like, what do you do on the right? You're not gonna have Crystal Heart for the Crystal Peak grubs. Arcane Egg requires Shade Cloak, and 20 grubs takes forever. So I would go Hive Knight and lock that goal down while you can.
Yeah, this conversation or this statement is actually one I had when you weren't listening.
Well, I'm listening now, so it's different.
Yeah, I'm just teasing you. The point that I came to at least is that even if he does go Hive Knight, right, he's still gonna need to do random checks to win, and Hive Knight is like 10 minutes for a single goal and a single check. I think it'd be better to just try. Well, okay, he has Tramp Pass actually, so like 5 minutes. But like he'd still need to like do random checks anyway, so I would just cut out the middleman and go for random checks.
He will need random checks eventually, but Hive Knight is something that Muri can mark right now. And maybe that's why he's not choosing to do it, because it would be a logical goal for Muri to complete right now. But
yeah, and you don't
obviously we can
want to be
see Muri's not. But
I didn't catch. Muri just got Fragile Greed, I think.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, and like you really don't want to be sniped on the long goals like Hive Knight and such.
You don't, but if you can snipe that from your enemy, especially if something is at Hive Blood, like, that's doubly good for you, because then they're, after seeing that goal taken, they're never going to go there.
Yeah, true, but I think the better play is to just do more checks and see if he can find, like, stuff that can help him with other goals at this point.
It's not a bad option. I mean, that's where the choice comes into play for this type of game mode, because he will need checks to finish. I mean, there's so many random goals on this board. So.
What? Okay, that was interesting elevator physics. Oh, speaking of elevator physics, I actually got stuck in a wall by the elevator in this area a while back. I don't even know what happened, but I lost like 30 seconds.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know what happened. Like, I actually just got stuck in the wall. I don't know how. Like, what? It was so weird.
Muri is going Deep Nest now.
I like that.
Never mind, he's going Fungal.
He's going Mantis Lords, I imagine? Mantis Lords is 2 checks.
Have we seen
and he does have
either
D-Dark?
player check that yet?
No, they haven't. But he has Muri has D-Dark, which helps speed up Mantis Lords significantly. Because he can just dive them all the time. And I guess he could, like, after Mantis Lords, go into Deep Nest. It's not really a great way into it, but it's okay, I think. At least if you're already there.
Yeah, he's got Lantern and Claw, so he can go in that direction.
As a random aside, I like if you have a Hunter's Journal and you open the way to Mantis Lords, you just get a free entry for the Mantis guys.
For the one of them just falls in?
Yeah, he just stands there and then he just falls down and dies. And you get the free entry for it.
Kind of weird that if you fall into a door, you just die. Like, that door is intended to be traveled through, right? Why would he die just by going through the door? Whatever.
I guess he just walked into the spikes on the other side or something. Oh, Eastman's Tear being found. By Ciplax near Shade Zone. That means he can now check Shape of Rune if he wants to. That's also something that Muri is probably not gonna find ever, because he's not gonna go back to Soul Sanctum, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh yeah, it's right. C-Dash is at 900 Essence, so that's gonna suck for Ciplax, because he's not gonna get that 700 Grubs goal unless he farms Essence for a real long time. That actually combos really well with the 1 Arcane Egg though, for 1200 Essence.
Sure, if you want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't find Shade Cloak, it's like an alternative.
It is a static version of it, yeah.
And I mean, if you already have 900 of the 1200 Essence, like, it's not too slow, you know? Both runners seeming to be in search mode at the moment, just wanting to find stuff. Muri opening these chests in a slow manner. You can actually open those chests from beneath and like have the item already out for you when you get up to them.
Wow, 2 Geo chests.
And a Hellenist seal, don't forget that, that's important.
That's unlucky.
Yeah. He's a very rich boy now, though.
Meanwhile, Ciplax retracing Muri's steps through Soul Sanctum.
The big question is Ciplax going to try and fight Soul Tyrant for the essence? Would that be a terrible idea, or would it not be?
It wouldn't be a terrible idea because he has Shade Soul.
Yeah, I'm thinking it would not be a great idea, but it wouldn't be like terrible, you know?
It would help you secure Sprint Master, but the problem with that is that they haven't found Dash Master yet. So
yeah, exactly.
At some point, they're still going to need to find that.
It is 300 essence, so I guess that's going to help him get the Arcane Egg. Yeah, I think I'd probably consider doing Soul Tyrant here actually, with Shade Soul and Shaman Stone. Especially if you're all like Ciplax obviously is, if you're already passing through Soul Sanctum, like, you don't have to waste the time actually getting to Soul Tyrant, you're just already at Soul Tyrant, might as well do him then. Oof.
Down the one
giving us a show here.
On Soul Master.
Lucky he's got those wings, otherwise he would have been dead there. Oh yeah, and quality of life skips the whole animation too, so that's nice. Is that quality of life or is it randomizer?
Randomizer does that now. Quality of life doesn't touch that.
I love how we have quality of life features in both randomizer and quality of life. Makes it real, like makes it real easy to know where my stuff is coming from, you know?
Is this our first check of Howling Wraiths too?
I think so, yeah. Because Muri went by here earlier but didn't have any verticality, and Ciplax never went here, I don't think.
Oof, Balder Shell, nothing.
Yeah. But we also know that Ciplax isn't gonna find anything useful either.
How close are they on charms right now? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12 for Ciplax. 15.
14 for Muri.
Maybe I'm
15?
14. No, I double counted one. 14, you're right. So they're really close, but Ciplax has more progression than Muri does, so they're basically even on checks.
Yeah, Muri's done a little bit more checks, I think, but Ciplax has gotten more goals. And ultimately, it doesn't matter how many charms you have in your inventory. What matters is, do you have 13 goals or not?
Exactly. They both took a bath in the Crossroads one, but that's it.
But no other baths have been taken yet, I don't think. Well, I mean, Ciplax was in Deep Nest, right?
So he fell in the Deep Nest one.
I mean, I'm gonna assume that if he marks it and he's visited the other two, I'm just gonna go ahead and trust him that he's got it, that he's got the deepest one.
Well, he does for sure because he has Tramp Pass and he went in that direction, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's got it then.
Neither of them have the City of Tears or Coliseum one though, for sure. So.
Okay. Watch a Shade Soul is gonna be like the big things here. Oh, and Ciplax has 15 grubs. I didn't realize that.
He
but
does.
He's got that in reserve now. So I'm just gonna mark that. It's a reserve goal.
It's really easy to miss that because it's not common. You'll see reserve goals this late into the bingo.
Yeah, especially not 15 grubs as a reserve goal.
Yeah.
That's a very uncommon reserve.
Usually the reserves will happen sub 1 hour. After that, people tend to go for goals that they can mark, and then we'll mark them immediately.
Yeah, sometimes some people do some like stylish hold it for like a minute or 5, but that's pretty rare. Muri is struggling a little bit with deepness here. But he's through to the to this hot spring.
You think he'll stop and check Weaver's Den?
I hope so.
I mean, Wings is there, so I hope so too, but...
He gets air stall from it, so he can check Glowing Womb, which will give him Dream now. Is Dream that all that important to him, though? Not? Oh, no, he needs to put the map pins. Yeah. I was about to say not really, but map pins.
Yeah, map pins is actually pretty critical. Without finding Dreamnail, he'll have to go and do the hot springs. Yeah. But even then, he can't win without finding Dreamnail.
Yeah. Interesting to note is that Muri did not bench by the hot spring.
He didn't.
So, no, or if he did, I didn't see it. I saw him land and then go to the left immediately after taking a quick dip to heal. So, like, if he gets the tram pass and then, like, he's gonna have a tough time getting, or a long time getting out. I guess he could go off to check Weavers then immediately afterwards, but then, like, if he's gonna go to Hive, that's still, like, gonna take a long time.
Depends on what his objective is here. If his only goal is to grab tram pass and then save quit out, like, this will be good for him, but
yeah, obviously.
We'll see.
Ciplax hitting 600 essence, so he can grab Sprint Master now if he wanted to. Or Dash Master. I keep forgetting which one.
It was Sprint
It's one
Master.
of the X-Master charms.
Wings was in Weaver's Den at the at Weaver's Song.
Yeah, and on top of that chest was Vengeful Spirit, so it would be really good for Muri to check that. But he might just save quit out here.
He's not.
No, he's... I don't know about not benching then. Maybe he's gonna check Weaver's Den and then save quit out.
I would imagine he'd have to. I don't know what else he would. Interesting.
I don't know what way he's going. I don't think you get out this way. You need wings for this.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone even try to go out this way.
I mean, why would you? You can just go the, you know, straighter way. Why waste time? Meanwhile, Ciplax taking a few moments to stand in the Zote room, probably contemplating his callous disregard for him. And Mick is, of course, gone again, so I have to carry
I'm
the
still
commentary.
here. Just trying to think of where Ciplax is even going.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Like, is he just trying to get this stag so he can leave? Maybe?
Seems that way.
Must be.
Like I said, if I was Ciplax, I would just try to get checks at the moment. Oh, I haven't seen this area of deepness in, like, forever. But yeah, like, if I was Ciplax, I'd probably go check, like, Kingdom's Edge right now, I think.
Looks like he might be going Crossroads to get a bunch of grubs and finish out 20 grubs.
Not a bad choice.
No. I mean, we know Muri's kind of given up on that goal, so...
Yeah, it will certainly make it a bit awkward for Muri to, like, see that he has 20 grubs, because that means he for sure has 15 grubs in reserve, right?
Right. Obviously.
Yeah, who knew that numbers were incremental like that?
Yeah, I am kind of shocked that Hive Knight has been on the board for this long. I don't know. It's not a huge goal to take. Like, it's not a pivotal goal in the middle row or something, but it's there. It's available for the taking right now.
Yeah. Oh, but... Alright, he doesn't have any range spells. Nice use of the quick strat up, though. Muri. I like that. But yeah, Ciplax is in a position where he needs to do random checks anyway, so I don't fault him too much for doing random checks at the moment.
I mean, he would need to do it after Hive Night. And Grubs. I mean, Grubs are static for him right now, and Hive Night is static.
It seems to be what he's going for, so... I don't know, as much as I like Hive Night, I think... Like, how do I put it? I think at every individual moment, going for Hive Night would be a mistake for Ciplax, because he doesn't know that Muri is not also skipping Hive Night, you know?
Yeah.
But like, after 10, 15 minutes, it's obvious that Muri never went for Hive Night, so he probably should have done it, but he didn't have that information at the time. So I think at every single moment, like, the correct play for Ciplax is to not go to Hive Night.
That's kind of a jump you need to... You just kind of need to take a leap of faith with that, though, and just do it anyway.
Yeah, sometimes. Like, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I think I wouldn't do it. I think I would just do random checks because, again, like, he needs checks anyway.
Muri's gonna get Dream Nail if he can complete this.
It's a bit of an awkward spike tunnel. Oh, and Muri has Quick Slash on. That's why he attacks so fast.
There we go. Makes it through the second time.
Easy. If Muri upgraded his nail at all, like, he would have so much damage right now. Even with nail 0, like, this is quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's 8 damage here with Strength on and nail 0. So not quite as good as nail 1, but still pretty good.
It's like almost as good as nail 1.
You are right. 8 is almost 9.
Yeah, numbers work that way. Who knew that numbers were incremental? The question is, what can Muri do with the Dream Nail? I mean, he can get all map pins. Now, if anything, is when Muri should go for Hive Night.
He absolutely should, because this will be 2 goals.
Yeah, he gets Hive Night, he gets map pins. That puts pressure on the 15 grubs that Ciplax has. He could, I suppose, go for Failed Champion, but that's really kind of awkward.
I wouldn't go for that now.
Seeing Leg Eater again, we can see that there is no Lifeblood Heart there. It was, in fact, Unbreakable Heart.
Yeah, you gotta go Hive Night into map pins into... I would say 15
no, Muri can
grubs.
just get it right now, because he has 2 home row goals.
Oh, you're right, you can mark that now.
Yeah, I'm just blind.
But I would still go Hive Night into maybe Hot Springs then at that point.
I think getting map pins is fine, honestly. Right here, and then go Hive Night.
Well, Hive Blood's right here in the shop, so you may as well buy that, then go to the Hive. The game is telling you to go there.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, he should buy Hive Blood first, so he has to scroll down less to buy these pins.
That's the true speedrunner strat right then.
Yeah, you gotta minimize the down presses, so you can save them for the scary look downs instead. You know, don't want to wear out that down button too fast.
So Ciplax now knows that Muri has
He buys Shaman Stone, and is he gonna get the High Blood? He is not getting High Blood, so I guess he's not going to the Hive, or maybe he just doesn't want to spend the money on it. I think doing Hive is the correct play here for Muri.
He's either got to go to the Hive... He's got one of 3 choices, right? He's got to go to the Hive, do Failed Champ, or save 15 grubs.
Yeah, I guess Muri could get like 4 extra grubs from Forgotten Crossroads. Which seems like he might be thinking that, actually.
And Ciplax has 20 grubs right now.
Yeah, so Ciplax could mark that at any time. He's probably gonna... okay. He's probably gonna do it next time he benches or something. Or, alternatively, as soon as Muri marks 15 grubs, he's gonna mark 20 grubs. Because Muri can't snipe it right now. It's a bit risky, because what if Muri decides to, you know, bank 20 grubs and something else?
Yeah.
Oh no, that wouldn't actually work. Because there's 2 random checks in the middle, right? So he'd have 2 goals in reserve, and then find a random check, and that would be invalidated because he has 2 random goals.
Well, Muri could mark both of them right now.
Yeah, no, I meant the Great Slash and Lifeblood Heart. Like, if Muri gets 20 grubs, he has 20 grubs in reserve and 15 grubs in reserve. So if he then finds a goal in the second row to, like, try and snipe 20 grubs, that becomes invalid because he already had 2 goals in reserve.
But he could mark 20 grubs and 15 grubs. Both of them are markable.
Oh, right, yeah, never mind, I'm just stupid. Shit.
Doesn't matter anyway,
See,
because Ciplax marked 20, so...
Yeah. See, this is why I'm not a tracker. I much prefer just verbally shitposting whenever I see these races. Interestingly enough, Muri is going into Crystal Peaks instead of going for grubs. I think going for 15 grubs would have been a better play than going into Crystal Peaks.
I mean, there are a lot of grubs here. So, kind
True.
of doing double duty on the on the Crystal Peak grubs and 15 grubs while also getting these checks done. Maybe not the worst thing. So we'll see what he decides to do here. He has a lot of routing options with his current moveset, and he found Great Slash.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, 15 grubs is definitely juicy right now. That is actually so juicy. That is a lucky find.
Yeah,
it also confirms to
he needs
Muri
3
that
grubs right now.
Ciplax is not... Yeah, but it confirms to Muri that Ciplax is not currently, or hasn't checked Crystal Peaks. At least not that part of Crystal Peaks. So what grubs can Muri get easily right now? He can get the grubs up top. He can get the grubs near the crushers. And he can get the grub on the way down to the dark. And I suppose he could also get the one in Crystal Peak. He doesn't actually need to go to the one up top. He probably shouldn't, because that's a detour in that case.
Yeah, you should probably get Crushers, the one by Crystal Heart, and the one on the way to D-Dark, and those will be the three fastest.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he might want to get all of them anyway.
Actually, maybe not get them on the way to Crystal Heart, or like, at least not check Crystal Heart properly, because that's gonna softlock him.
He has wings though, so he can come back.
Yeah, never mind. I just don't know anything about this game anymore. Don't listen to what I say. Oh, but he's skipping all 3 grubs here. He needs to get at least one of them.
This is interesting. Maybe he's checking this and then going to Crystal Heart? I'm not sure what his plan here is. He must not have 15 grubs on his radar right now.
Yeah, I think this is a misplay. Or maybe he's getting... No? Okay, never mind. I don't know. Clearly, I'm not the only one who's not knowing things about the game anymore.
Heavy blow, not useful today. Maybe he's gonna unlock this door. Or just get the grub, then go up to Crystal Heart.
Okay, so maybe he does have 15 grubs on his radar.
He's got a little bit of time, because Ciplax is just backtracking what he's already done. Although Ciplax just quit out. Well, I said that, so...
Also, being on 1 HP here is not really great. I mean, it's fine. He can just get soul from this crawler here. The crawler being turned the wrong way is kind of awkward. Worrying that 15 grubs may be sniped might just be a valid concern, but like there's 2 grubs really closely together.
Oh, he should have gone
here.
left first to the Crushers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muri's kind of insulated right now by the 2 random goals in column 4. One of which he's found, obviously, but Ciplax hasn't, so...
Yeah, but like at any point, Ciplax could just mark that and then mark 15 grubs.
Yeah, he absolutely could.
That's why I think going for 15 grubs right now is probably the better play.
Especially since he just needs one more, and he's right there. Spore Shroom. And he quits out.
Instead, they find some funky mushrooms. Maybe he's still benched in Forgotten Crossroads, right? Yeah, so maybe he'll just get a quick grub in Forgotten Crossroads, because he hasn't collected all of those.
Maybe. Or maybe he'll go D-Dark and get that one there.
Or maybe he's just forgotten everything about grubs.
A lot of questions, no answers right now. Yeah, he's going to the grub over here on the right.
Yeah, he knows.
This will be 2 goals for him.
Yeah, and it will make Ciplax need to get Crystal Heart, which he's already done a lot of progress towards.
This will be a very pinning play, actually, too.
Sorry, what?
There it is.
What did you say about the play?
It's very pinning for Ciplax because now Great Slash and 15 grubs he can't use to get out of his home row anymore. So he's gonna need to find, you know, Lifeblood Heart to get out. He's gonna need to fight Failed Champ, which is not as easy as a goal that he already had.
Yeah.
So it makes Ciplax's travel across the board significantly more difficult now.
Yeah, Muri's in an interesting position right now. Muri's board position is probably stronger, I think.
It's really close. I mean, the race is 8-9, and rightfully so. I mean, these two are neck and neck at this point, and they're entering the same room.
Muri going back to Crystal Peaks. I don't really know what he's gonna go for here. Maybe he's gonna just go check D-Dark now.
That'd be my guess.
I mean, yeah, I guess it works out fine. I think I would have personally just routed to ignore Crystal Heart instead, and finish off with D-Dark with the grub in there. But it's like whatever, right? They're both checks they're gonna need to do eventually anyway.
Yeah, Crystal Peaks grubs requires Crystal Heart to get the one to the left of Cornifer.
Yeah, or a really awkward Shade Skip. No, that's Claw, never mind. It requires C-Dash. Oh, and Ciplax is just about to find Great Slash.
Yeah, he's gonna be mad now.
Yeah, that's right. That does mean that Ciplax will know that Muri is currently checking all of Crystal Peaks. I wonder if that will discourage Muri from actually grabbing all the grubs, Ciplax from grabbing all the grubs here. Because he might be thinking that Muri already is working on that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough because you need Crystal Heart. Even if you can prepare the other 6, you still need Crystal Heart to finish, so...
Yeah,
how much time do you invest now when you can't complete it, you know?
Yeah, 7 grabs in Crystal Peaks is definitely one of the more awkward goals.
There's Shade Cloak.
Ooh, and that means that nothing has opened up.
Arcane Egg opens up now.
That's true, actually, and Muri could get that right now.
Yeah, he could.
I mean, he have to
It
go
would take him a while, but he
first.
could do it.
Sniping the Arcane Egg would probably be a good play here. It seems like Muri agrees.
I would still like to see a Hive Knight play.
Yeah, but I think sniping the Arcane Egg is more important at this moment. Especially since you literally just got the Shade Cloak, right? Don't know what Muri was doing there. But it looks like he's gonna go down to Hornets now.
Yep. He's rushing the Arcane Egg goal, for sure.
Yeah, the question is he gonna do the other checks in Kingdom's Edge, or is he just getting Hornet and then getting out?
I would rush Hornet. I wouldn't even check Quick Slash.
Yeah, I would rush
or
Hornet
whatever.
too. But Muri needs to do the long way around since he doesn't have Ismas. And also he doesn't have Vengeful Spirit, which is really, really useful against Hornet.
He has VS. He doesn't have Shade Soul, though.
Shade Soul, sorry. I meant Shade Soul. So... I mean, I guess that Ciplax is gonna probably save Quid out of the Crystal Heart too. Unless he decides to go back through this. So it's not as bad. if Ciplax had found the Shade Cloak, like right now, it would have definitely been a toss-up who got to Abyss first, I think.
We'll see. Looks like Muri's investing a bunch of time to go check these.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess he still needs to find Sprint Master. And Longinel and Mark of Pride.
There's Lifeblood Heart. Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's
he
actually
can't get
not
it right now.
That's not great for Muri. I don't know that he'll ever be able to mark that one.
Yeah, because he'd need to get Failed Champion for that. Do both runners actually need Failed Champion to win this? Hold up.
Let's see. Muri needs to get 3 goals before he can even get to
Yes,
Lifeblood Heart
actually,
Jonies.
both runners need Failed Champion at this point.
So, I don't know that you even pick that up if you're Muri right now. I'd store it in your mind bank for later, but he's got more important things to do.
Yeah, exactly. Unless I miscalculated, but I think both runners need to get Failed Champion to win. Because Muri, like, if Muri gets all the goals on his side of the board now and none other.
Yeah,
then...
Ciplax can win without it. It really depends on how this plays out, but the way that it's heading right now, it looks like Failed Champ will happen. Yeah,
Muri can win without it too if he grabs the Arcane Egg and the grubs, because I didn't calculate this properly. This is why I'm not a tracker.
Yeah. If we just assume the other player drops dead, then yeah, neither player needs Failed Champ, but...
yeah.
It will likely end up that they're going to be racing towards that, or one player, you know, it will be taken, it seems.
Yeah, I think the likely option is that one of the players will have to go to the bathroom, and the other one is going to win. Don't mind me, just casually sassing Muri here. Failed Champion also giving 300 essence would actually be really useful for what's his face? Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ciplax could get both just from Failed Champ. That's an interesting play, actually.
Yeah, I think if I was Ciplax, maybe I would start seriously considering Failed Champion as an option.
The problem is that he can't mark Failed Champ right now because he needs that Lifeblood Heart goal.
Oh yeah, that's true. And to get that, you need to go down into Kingdom's Edge and also have 800 Geo on you.
Yeah.
But he does have 800 Geo, so he really just needs to go down into Kingdom's Edge. This is turning into a really long race.
And really interesting too, because Ciplax has a huge advantage in terms of the essence goals, because he's already got 900, right? Or 800. Does he have 800?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Ciplax has a ton of essence right now, and Muri has none. And they're two useful items at the Seer. So essence will become important. It just depends on when, you know?
Yeah, and Ciplax just found Shade Cloak. So the question now is because Muri's already killing Hornet, right? Is Muri going to immediately go down to Abyss and immediately focus on grabbing the egg, or...
It seems like he is. I don't know what else he would even be going for at this point. Yes, the runners know what is at Seer.
Yeah, you actually get to see the items outside Seer. You don't have to get the essence to get them and then find out. You actually find out just immediately as you go there. You just can't access them.
Yeah, it's handled in the same way that Dash Slash is. The item is on the ground, you can see what it is, but you don't have to purchase it.
You have to have the number of essence, but you don't spend the essence.
Yeah.
Enters the essence. In the case of the Dash Slash equivalent, you actually do have to spend the 800 Geo. But yeah, Ciplax went instead for 0 and the items by Seer, so he's foregoing the Arcane Egg. I mean, it's gonna work out for him because Muri's already working on the Arcane Egg. But I don't know, if I was Ciplax, I probably would have gone for the Arcane Egg as soon as I found the Shade Cloak. So I guess I would have lost time there. So
Potentially,
Ciplax-
I mean, that's one of those tough calls to make there too, because Ciplax knows that Muri was there first because he
Oh, yeah,
saw
that's true.
Muri take Great Slash.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, if you're Ciplax, you're probably just like, he has Shade Cloak, he's already making progress towards the Arcane Egg. I better go do something else. I go do my own thing. He can have the Arcane Egg.
Yeah, if you're Ciplax, you probably just work towards Crystal Heart at this point to get that goal. He obviously just picked up Sprint Master, so he needs to find Dash Master to complete that. But these
He
essence
didn't pick up
goals...
Crystal Heart, though.
Well, he doesn't have enough yet. He needs 200 more essence.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was at 800.
So now for Ciplax, I think it makes sense to go find... Maybe you just fight Failed Champ at this point. Get the rest of the
Where's
essence
Muri
you
going?
need. I'm not sure where Muri's going.
Is there a goal up here that he needs? Oh, he's
hot
prepping
spring.
for the take a bath in hot springs. He still hasn't done the pleasure house. But Murray's never been here before, apparently. Having some trouble finding his way to the Coliseum.
Stops for 30 Geo, I guess. Sure.
I don't think that was worth it. But, maybe he knows something I don't.
He probably does.
I mean, considering my track record this far, yeah, probably. Probably a bunch of things, to be honest. I don't know, this is precious time that could have been spent getting the Arcane Egg. I think this is... I would consider this a bit of a misplay from Muri. But it's one that doesn't really cost him anything at the moment. But with the information he had, I definitely think this was a misplay. Especially because he doesn't have a quick way down, right? I mean, he's still hard saved by Hornet too.
He'll take the shortcut down into King Stag.
Yeah, but I mean, that still takes a lot of time. This is probably like a minute and a half of or maybe not a minute and a half, but like at least a minute of detouring. Without
Yeah.
C-Dash.
I can see the thought process, though. Like,
Oh!
you're here. Wraith, that's a good find.
Yeah, that means that Abyss just became real nice for Ciplax to check. But Muri already has King's Brand, Ciplax does not. Ciplax needs to kill Hornet to get that. So Muri's gonna get there first. At this rate.
Yeah, if this leads Ciplax to go and kill Hornet too, this could actually be really bad for him, but it doesn't look like he's going there.
Ciplax showing a rather large amount of restraint, actually. Impressive.
He's probably not thinking Abyss. Like, there's no
Apparently
way it's on his mind.
Yeah, well, not a problem, because Muri isn't thinking about Abyss either.
Really strange for Muri to rush Hornet 2 this hard and then do nothing with it.
Yeah, like... I don't know, maybe he's just buying something from this shop, apparently.
Oh, there we go. Going back
Oh,
for
he's
High
doing the
Blood.
high blood play now. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that detour. To make Hive easier. Goes down and grabs Arcane Egg. Then goes into Hive Knight. That's fair. I like that play, actually. I think well... I mean, Hidden Station is a thing. I think I still would have liked to see him just going directly down to Abyss. Well, it's a pretty big detour, actually, to get Hidden Station compared to just stagging over. Yeah, I think I like Muri's plays better. For that one.
Yeah, he's just spending a little bit of time to get the safety item before going down there.
Yeah, and that will save him time because he doesn't have to like dodge bees anymore, right?
Right. Ciplax retracing Muri's steps a little bit more here.
This one I don't know about. What is Muri doing now?
He's going down to get the tram and then,
Yeah, but he decided to start climbing up again for some reason.
did he? I wasn't
Yeah.
watching. I was watching Ciplax.
Yeah, I'm watching Muri right now. This is actually a really long race, way longer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, we're about to pass the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, that's pretty uncommon in these races. So Muri's gonna bench himself here, I imagine, and then go down into the abyss, get the egg, probably check Shade Cloak, and then save quit out. I think would be the play to make here.
Seems logical. He's not going for the egg? What?
I disagree with this play. I disagree with this play very hard. If Ciplax had decided to actually go for the Arcane Egg, he would have definitely gotten it by now. Or like, in the time span that Murray's just wasting.
Has he just forgotten that the Arcane Egg exists?
Maybe.
Maybe he thinks it's more important to get Hive Knight first because Arcane Egg goal is longer?
But it's not, though.
I mean, Arcane Egg has a lot more requirements. I mean, you need to do Hornet 2, have Shade Cloak. Maybe he feels
but like,
Arcane Egg is safer.
He has all the requirements. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
I mean, this is a goal we were talking about half an hour ago that was available to both runners and just nobody was taking.
I would definitely go for the Arcane Egg first, but I don't know. Maybe Murray knows better than I do.
In the end, it looks like it's not going to make a difference, but
yeah,
he's
like if
both.
Ciplax had gone for the Arcane Egg, I mean, Ciplax might still get the Arcane Egg simply by virtue of getting all the Essence at this rate.
Maybe if he fights failed champ, but he's gonna have to hurry up with that. He's only at 700 right now, 800.
I actually don't know. I haven't kept track.
I believe after No Eyes, if he does failed champ, he'll have enough for the Arcane Egg.
The Arcane Egg requires 1,200.
Yeah,
I'm fairly sure.
and No Eyes is at least 200, so
250.
yeah, so he'll have enough. And No Eyes is dead already.
Yeah, I don't know about the Hive Knight play.
This could get real spicy. If Ciplax is fast enough, he could take the Arcane Egg goal. If he
But
goes
then again,
failed
why
champ right
would
now.
Ciplax go for failed champion right now? He can't mark it. And he doesn't know where Lifeblood Heart is. So Muri might be safe because of that.
We'll see what Ciplax's plan is here shortly. Resting
Muri-
rounds. Oh, he's
Muri
going for Crystal Heart.
Muri is clearly not a very experienced Hive Knight killer here. Not optimizing these dives. On the other hand, we get to hear the funky tunes. I love this theme. As probably everybody knows by now. That's Hive Knight down.
Hive Knight down while Ciplax picks up Crystal Heart. So now the 7 grubs and Crystal Peaks is available.
Yeah, and if I was Ciplax, I'd go for that.
Oof, okay, Dreamgate.
Ooh. Alright, that's pretty nice.
A little late for that to be super useful, but
Yeah. Oh, this could actually be interesting. Murray could go to Abyss, get the Arcane Egg, then save quit back up to the tramway and check Shade Cloak. Or Sharp Shadow. Because Sharp Shadow hasn't been checked yet, right?
you're right, it has not.
So that could be something good. There's not many checks left either, so I would not be surprised if there's something good behind that.
I think if
And
you're
there's still, like-
Muri, if you're Muri, you gotta rush to the after the Arcane Egg. I can't imagine he won't delay on the hot springs much longer.
Yeah. Placing down a Dream Gate here. Does he even have the essence to use this?
I think he has 1 random essence.
Interesting decision to use here. Oh shit. Ciplax is going for failed champion. If
Does
Ciplax
Muri
is
have 300?
confident in this...
Oh, Muri doesn't
Ciplax,
have enough. He doesn't have enough Geo to unlock that stag.
Oh, rip. That's a 6-second time loss. And that's gonna really matter right now, too. Ciplax going the really safe strat of just grabbing the Lifeblood Heart. And here we see, like, going for Hive Knight, probably punishing Muri here, because he's not gonna get the Arcane Egg in time.
We'll see. This failed champ fight plus a visit to Seer is pretty slow. I mean, Muri just has to get there, and he's only like 2 rooms away.
Ciplax might still die, but like this fight it speeds up a lot once you've downed this guy once. Well, I guess he doesn't have Spell Twister actually, so it's still gonna be a slow fight. You need Spell Twister for this fight to reach maximum effectiveness. Going these bunch of siblings here, just casually. These deal 2 damage, by the way. So that's very scary. Oh! Muri failing the pogos. Muri is tilted.
Holding my breath for Ciplax right now.
Yeah, meanwhile I'm paying attention to Muri here. Dude, if there's somebody who's got an issue, it's probably Muri right now. Did you see how many siblings he had to avoid? That was spicy.
Ciplax not getting the optimal triple hits there with the Shade Soul.
Yeah, the triple hits are somewhat precise.
Almost just died.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, this fight is definitely a spicy one. Come on, Cip, don't disappoint us.
Oh my god! No! That's so unfortunate.
He got Goomba stomped. And with that, I guess Muri secures the goal. Muri had no idea how close that was.
Muri still had that, but oh my god, there's Dashmaster too.
Oh my god. Now Muri needs to get 500 essence. Unless he decides to go for something else.
That's Muri's goal to lose though. And now
yeah,
Ciplax
but I mean, 500 essence
dipping.
takes a long time. I guess he could go kill Lost Kin actually and then Zero. Since he's in the region. Would that be the play, you think? Lost Kin, Zero?
Probably.
Yeah, I think that too.
You get the
How
check.
many goals does...
Never mind, he's leaving.
Muri is actually in the lead now, by the way.
Yeah.
Ciplax was at a 6-1 advantage early on in the game, but Muri has staged a really powerful comeback. Despite all the, odd decisions that have happened. Muri really showing why he's the dark horse in this tournament.
Really unfortunate for Ciplax at this point, though, that some of these goals are where they are, because I'm not sure that he's ever going to go to the Abyss now, so he's probably never going to find Dashmaster. And that kind of links in, too, with, what was Lifeblood Heart being in Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah, that's an iffy situation. I'm not sure where Muri's going right now. Oh, he's going to the Pleasure House, probably. Does he have a simple key?
He does.
Yes, he does.
This is his last bank.
Alright. That's a good play, then. Yeah, it's a fine play. I think he should have left the Dream Gate down by Abyss, actually, and then gone down for Broken Vessel after this. Instead of placing a new one. But, that's some really odd levels of foresight you need for that, to be honest. So, I don't blame him.
He's probably not thinking about Sprint Master, Dashmaster right now.
Yeah, probably not. Since he's focused on Hot Space. I wonder if we'll see Muri go for the failed champion play. Because Muri has fragile strength, right? So he's gonna be a lot quicker at killing him, and therefore gonna be at less risk.
Yeah, I think you do. Well, Muri just needs 2 goals to win. So
yeah,
you gotta go
Muri
for
doing
failed
champion into Lifeblood Heart. Muri knows where Lifeblood Heart is. Muri has the relics to sell. Muri doing failed champion into Lifeblood Heart. I
That
think that's
would
the
work
winning
too.
play if you're Muri.
That would probably be faster, actually. But he's got 3 goals to choose from, only needs 2. Yeah, this race really turning around in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, Muri is staging an incredible comeback right now. I'm really liking this. Sprint Master's 500 essence, so it's gonna be a long time until Muri gets that. But the thing is, if he kills Fail Champion, which it looks like he's about to go do... Oh, I don't agree with this charm build for Fail Champion, though. At all. He should ditch Dash Master and Gathering Swarm and grab Fragile Strength instead. But yeah, anyways, if he kills Fail Champion, right? He's gonna have 300 essence, so he's only gonna be 200 essence away from Sprint Master at that point.
He's got more... He stopped and killed Gorb, though, didn't he? Or was that... that was Ciplax who did that, I think.
That was Ciplax.
So,
Ciplax did that.
This will be Muri's first essence, I believe?
Yeah, the first real essence. He's got some Dream Essence from a tree. Keep in mind that Muri only really has a Void Spell for this, and Void Spells are not even nearly as powerful in current patch as they were in old patches. Or, like, D-Dark is not. Because it doesn't have the amount of iframes anymore, so you can't just stand on him and dunk him repeatedly with it.
Yeah, D-Dark used to be the go-to strat for this, because you could, during his Rampage part, just spam it, but now, obviously, you can't, like
Yeah.
I just said.
So Muri's gonna need to sit through the Rampaging. Muri also doing some nice work with his Dream Wheel here. I like that play. Oh, I like the timing thing that he was trying to do there. That was cool, but like he's also almost dead.
Yeah.
Don't try that again, Muri.
Alright, Ciplax,
That's
where
not
you
gonna
going now?
reset him. Just bonking his head is not enough to reset him. You need to actually like pogo him. His body. I really like this attempt to like try and chain these D-Darks together. It's just not gonna work for him.
I mean, it seems to have worked out pretty well. He just killed him.
Yeah, I mean, what I mean is like he's taking damage and risking it. That's what I'm getting at. But Muri pulling it off nonetheless. Really solid performance though. Hell yeah, dunking that head. I like it. That's gotta be so demoralizing for Ciplax to see Muri just marking Fail Champion after he died to it. So now what Muri should do, if I was Muri, is just go sell relics and then buy Lifeblood Heart.
That'd
all
be the
he needs right
fastest
now.
for sure.
Ciplax is in such a rough position because he needs to find like so many randomized things now.
Well, Ciplax can't win. If Muri goes for Lifeblood Heart, Ciplax can't win.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. But
So
that's also
this-
because the game is just ending.
Yeah, this is essentially over at this point. So,
Yeah.
unless Muri goes somewhere else,
Did Muri forget where Lifeblood Heart is? Oh god, did Muri seriously forget where Lifeblood Heart is?
where's he going?
He's forgotten where Lifeblood Heart is. This is quite something.
What?
Yeah, Muri's just forgotten where Lifeblood Heart was.
Unless he's going for Gorb to get Sprint Master.
He might be going for Gorb for the essence, yeah. Yeah,
In
that's
which
what
case he just wins anyway, because Ciplax isn't going to find Dash Master before Muri can do Gorb and Zero.
Yeah, I mean, it's a winning play, but it's slower. But I guess he just doesn't want to risk it or something. I mean, Ciplax can mark any goal he wants right now, so it's still the same amount of risk. I don't know. I think this is a misplay, but I also don't think it really matters.
Yeah, it won't matter. Muri's gonna win unless he dies to Gorb like twice. But yeah, and Ciplax isn't even heading towards anything at the moment, so this race is gonna be over in a couple minutes.
Yeah, Ciplax need to kill Gorb and then Zero. Or like any combo that gives him 200 essence, really. I like the attempt to use D-Dark here, but I don't like the results. We might yet see Muri dying to Gorb.
One hit away.
2 hits now. Meanwhile, Ciplax going off to check Great Slash. I mean, there's not really many checks left in the game, to be honest.
Yeah, and the last 3 goals are random, so you're just in pure search mode right now, and Ciplax hasn't found any of them. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna ask Muri why he didn't just go for the Lifeblood Heart though.
he's probably just forgot.
Probably, yeah. Only like when there's a lot of charm goals on the board, it's easy to forget where 1 or 2 of them are.
Cyclone Slash at Great Slash.
Cyclone Slash?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's not really useful at all. Muri gonna just quickly dispatch with 0 and then win the run. Really strong comeback from Muri. I really enjoyed that, actually. That was so cool to see. I like the cheeky Dreamgate here.
Oh?
Where has Long Nail and Mark of Pride been?
I don't know. Haven't
They
seen him at
gotta
all.
be a Sharp Shadow, right? Or at least one of them a Sharp Shadow.
Could be Sharp Shadow, could be Shriek, could be anywhere in
that's true.
Waterways. I mean, there's a lot that hasn't been checked.
That's true, actually. Wow, this city's so long. I feel like most things have been checked, but they really haven't. Where did all the time go? Did everybody just die like 5 times? Has it just been like weird routing decisions that lost so much time?
Not really. I mean, it's been a lot of random goals, and they've kind of followed each other for the most part. I mean, hell, we even went to Abyss during this race, so...
Gonna get an Isma's check here from Ciplax. Doing the spike on the first try.
Alright, this will be over soon. We see the mark on the board, and we see it happen on screen.
And
that's
there we
GG.
go. Muri wins. With 13 goals to Ciplax's 10. That was a cool match. I really enjoyed that performance.
Yeah, back and forth match. Weaver song at Isma's.
I really liked actually how Ciplax got the 20 grubs, but Muri got the 15 grubs.
Yeah, really strange happenstance for that to happen. I mean, unfortunate that Ciplax almost got walled by column 4.
Yeah, GG.
I mean, it just ended up happening, I guess.
Yeah, he just got lucky with a Great Slash.
Yeah, the grub song find too, also very, very, I don't know what word I'm trying to come up with here, but like, an interesting decision to choose that for your side. I don't disagree with the play. I mean, we saw how this
I
scene
think it was
played
the
out.
right decision.
But you know, when we were talking at the beginning of this race too, and we saw the 2 sides that existed, I mean, it absolutely looked like it was going to be a top to bottom race, and it ended up being left to right. So just kind of interesting how things can change that quickly, you know.
Hey.
Oh hey.
Hello, Muri.
GG.
Thanks.
Yeah,
The beginning
really
was-
good comeback from you. That was impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed to be honest.
I was impressed by myself.
I mean, no, I was very stressed by the beginning because I've checked so many things. Not the beginning, but rather the middle race. Because at the beginning I was rushing goals, so I left a lot of goals checks behind. And then when I saw he marked Dreamnail, I say, okay, it must be something early, and it wasn't early at all. So I really don't understand how he went there. How did he get Dreamnail?
He found
Uh,
a different VS than you did.
Oh, maybe in Shopkeeper's Key? Because
yep.
That's where
I'm
it
just
was.
realizing that I didn't I didn't check the Shopkeeper's Key.
Yeah, Ciplax went for early Shopkeeper's Key, got the Vengeful Spirit, and
Okay.
well,
Well,
I have a
then
question though, Muri.
yeah.
At the very end there,
Yeah.
did you not remember where Lifeblood Heart was?
Yeah, I knew where it was, but I had not enough geos, and so I would have had to go to Lem, and I didn't know if one or the other was faster. And also, I
That's
mean,
fair.
Dashmaster was at in the abyss, so I knew he wouldn't got it. He wouldn't get it. Rather than Johnny's, Lifeblood Heart, he
Yep.
could maybe think he could go he could go to Link Leaves and then get it right away. So I
That's fair.
wanted to go to for the safe play here.
Yeah, that's fair. We
Mm-hmm.
were just wondering because we figured that Lifeblood Heart was the faster play.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure, and it might be faster. Yeah, but I didn't want to, go to Lamb and then see the goal being marked right when I went there. I knew I was
Yeah,
safer with the Dashmaster being at Shade Cloak.
yeah, I gotcha. That's very reasonable, I think.
And obviously, we can see both perspectives, so we know which one's faster. But yeah, you can't. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I was very worried at the beginning because I was doing all those long goals, like 5 grubs in COT. It's long, but you can do checks on the way. But I knew if I had Dreamnail on those, that wouldn't be the Dreamnail he got. So I don't know. I was a little bit. I knew I was doing something at least, but I wasn't very confident with my skills and how. I'd say that I wasn't confident I would win, to be honest. But then he got blocked for a long time, and I really didn't understand what he was doing. And then when I saw the 7 grubs in Crystal Peaks being marked, I knew that he actually farmed for 900 essence. But then the only thing I'm wondering is why he didn't get Fey Champion, and then he would have been able to get the Arcan Egg at
he
the
was
actually
he
was
was doing that. He was on his way to do
Oh,
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
You have no idea how close it was that he got the
No,
Arcane.
really? Because I was,
Yeah.
to be honest, I was hesitating at some point, and so you saw me going for Hidden Station, and my
Yeah.
plan was to get Hot Springs, Fey Champion, and then get the Arcan Egg. But then I saw that I didn't have enough geo for the station, so I thought, no, I would rather get the Arcan Egg right now and then do Hot Springs and Fey Champion.
Yeah.
And
I was wondering for a long time why you decided to go to Hive instead of just go to the Arcane Egg, because the Arcane Egg felt like so much riskier to get sniped, And it almost happened too, so like
Yeah,
I don't know.
because I think I wouldn't. I wouldn't believe he would go for. I didn't. I wouldn't think he would go for that for the 900 essence grind. So I thought I was pretty safe on the Arcane Egg, but Hive Knight could be sniped. So I went for the Hive Knight, but that's dumb
That's
because if he wanted to get Hive Knight, he would have been able to way earlier than that. So I should have known better and known that if he didn't mark it by then, that means he just don't want it, and I can understand. But then all those far-fetched checks that got so much worth, like Dashmaster being at Shade Cloak, that was
that was
insane.
really lucky.
Yeah, and also Dreamgate, which I didn't get to use it a lot, but it's still like hit me a little bit. Maybe save 1 minute, maybe not even 1 minute, but still. So yeah, at least I won.
It was a really good showing actually. Like you did really well.
Cool.
I actually have to go eat now, so I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah,
But thanks for the race. It was really cool.
thanks for commentating. I will leave to not to eat, but just do stuff. So yeah, thanks for the stream, Mick, and for the commentary, Mick and Zeno.
Yeah.
And see you against against Homotheti. I never played against Homotheti, so he's probably gonna crush me.
Well, hey, if you want to race him tomorrow, then we can get to the
Alright, see ya.
grand finals next weekend, maybe.
Um, we'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. And yeah, okay. Gotta go.
Cool.
See ya.
GG.
Thanks.
All right. Well, that might do it for this weekend. We'll see what ends up happening tomorrow. But if Muri wants to race Homotheti for the losers bracket semifinals tomorrow, then we could potentially have the tournament end next weekend. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the schedule, which was just linked in chat, is a great place to follow when things get scheduled. The Twitter will also have announcements go out whenever things get scheduled, the results on stuff, whatever. And then also there will be a poll in the somewhat near future to determine what the next tournament will be, since this one will be ending soon, somewhat soon. So stay tuned for more Hollow Knight speedruns content coming out soon. And yeah, some more interesting stuff coming out in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the racers. Thank you to my co-commentator Zeno. And we'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.